Hello everybody, Iain Robson here for another episode of Idaho. Alright, we got things going on. Today we have $277,000, so we're awfully close now to $300,000, which is probably around, it's a good little mark, let's say, to get a, looking at a new combine at least. So in light of that, I was just looking at our stores to see what we had available to us. So we might be able to sell in hopes that it would push us over 320 something thousand, let's say. We got barley and canola. Let's just take a look at barley. Where is it at? Barley is a little bit on the low side. Canola is also on the low side as well. Oats, I don't think we have any oats anymore, and I don't think we have any potatoes. Soybeans are going up again, which is good, although we don't have any at the moment. Wheat is at a decent price. I don't think we have any wheat either, though. We have one load of wheat, basically. We could sell the one load of wheat. Let's do that. Let's go ahead and sell that one load of wheat, and hopefully that'll give us enough money. We'll see if it does or not. Was it here, or was it at the... No, it's at the other farm. So let's go take a drive down to the other farm there, and hopefully we will find out, well, we'll get the appropriate wheat, which allows us to sell it. Before I go off gallivanting, I should say, I picked up all of the wrapped bales, and I changed the trailer out, the bale trailer for this NI modding trailer, and it worked a lot better for these particular bales. They don't. This one doesn't automatically load. However, it does do what I want it to do, which is just hold them basically. So in the end, we got, what is it? 4, 8, 10 bales. Looks like, which I think is pretty good. All considering at least 10 bales for that little area right there. So we are going to. Probably should spread some lime on that, actually. So what I'll do is I'll set this guy, I'll drive him down to the other field or other farm and set him on his way to sell some wheat. Because we only need, like, maybe, well, depending how much we make on the wheat, maybe one load of wheat, or, well, what's canola worth again? I could probably do one load of canola as well, but the price of canola is really tanked, and it hasn't recovered much yet. So at this point, we have actually sown all the fields, so they are ready to be, well, not ready to be harvested, but they're all ready to move on to the next stage, basically. So after I spread some lime, I think on the, I guess it really doesn't matter. I could do it tomorrow too. Yeah, I guess it really doesn't make a difference. Could do it today or tomorrow, basically. Just gonna sneak in here. Nice. We could do it either today or tomorrow. It doesn't make a difference to this in this game. What I'm gonna do is gonna plow over the hayfield that we have right now and put down some lime in hopes that we could bring that pH level up a little bit. Because right now it's in the dangerously low section. We fertilized that already. It's in the dangerously low section, let's say. In the sense of it could use some pH. Alright, so let's just get this guy lined up here. He is selling to the train depot from the main place. There we go. So let's get him set up, and we'll go from there. What does he need here? I think wheat, that's what I said. We can always do a load of wheat and a load of barley. It doesn't make a difference. Alright. Gotta just pick the right crop here to sell. Oh, perfect. It's on wheat already. And that guy will load up and head out once he's ready to go, which is good. And I guess we could just progress time now. Let me just think about what I need to do. No, we put fertilizer down on those. We just seeded those. Those need to be fertilized next time around. Same with 10, and these should be ready next time around, actually. So, we'll see how it goes. So maybe what we'll do is we'll sell this one load, and then we'll see how much we are in terms of money. Oh yeah, I'm not controlling it. So maybe what we'll do is, as we're waiting, we'll hop over to the lime spreader here. And we'll spread some lime on the on that field over there. And by the field, of course, I mean the... Oh my goodness, hayfield. There we go. Jeez. Alright, what's going to be the best way? I guess this way is probably just as good. Alright, so let's line ourselves up a little bit. That is probably going to be pretty darn good. Let's turn the GPS mod on. There we go. I don't know why the jake brake came on there. Jeez. Alright, so the way it works with lime, for those people who don't know or haven't picked up how it works, is if you spread lime just like this without cultivating or plowing it in, your pH level will go up, but a very minimal amount. However, if you plow the lime in after the fact, your pH level will increase significantly. Well, in comparison at least, it will increase significantly. So that's the reason why we are doing it this way. Excuse me. That's the reason why we're doing this way. So what we'll do is we will just put some lime down here, and we'll put some lime down, then we'll bring the plow in, and the plow will be the one who the plow will be the one that actually brings that pH level up, and then we'll have to reseed. But reseeding won't be a big deal because it's just a small field, especially with our enormous seeder now as well. And we can do that the next day. But I am pleased about that. Did they fall off? They totally did. Look at that. I don't know how they managed to fall off, but they all fell off. Huh. Maybe they just did a little shake and shook off? I don't know. I didn't do... Maybe because I don't know what happened, but I must have like touched it or something and just enough. That's too funny. Anyways. They're there. I'm not that worried about it. Alright, let's finish up this little part here. It's nice when it's a little small field. Doesn't take very long. Doesn't happen very often though. Not well, on this map's not so bad, but the Missouri map, the fields are just enormous. This map does have big fields, but it has like a variety, which is nice. I think it just feels that way on the Missouri map just because I am playing, and I just chose like the biggest field close to me, so that never helps. Yeah, so if you look carefully, our pH is extreme acidity, and I don't know how much if the grass is affected by the pH, but figured might as well deal with it while we could, basically. Because if we can raise the pH, we'll hopefully get a few more hay bales next time around, but I'm not sure whether it will have a big effect or a small effect, but I'm just hoping it has some sort of effect. I don't know how it works with grass, because if you let's say I put like slurry down here, is that going to affect it all the time, or only the first time I harvest a field, or every time I harvest a field? I'm not sure about that. I'm inclined to think that it's only one time and not multiple times, but that's just my point of view. There we go. Nice. I really wish the interior was nicer in here. Like I mentioned, I think last episode, Dirt Typers did a little mod spotlight on, or one of the mod award shows. He looked at another lime spreader, basically, that was a nice model. I think it was actually a nicer model than this, strangely enough. Excellent. So, let's get this. Do the last little bit here. I will just drive through the fence. I couldn't imagine if that fence wasn't actually, you know, if I could actually collide with it. It would be really, really annoying. But luckily it's not. So we have $300,000 now, which is nice because that is a good chunk of change. So it looks like our you know, semi dropped off a load, which is good for us. Let's just turn off the GPS mod. There we go. He's on his way back. Good. So it looks like we have just enough money. Let's see if I can buy it. I should be awfully close to being able to buy it now. And of course what I'm talking about is a new combine. So I picked up this Case 9930, which is a new combine I've used. It's very similar to these ones, except it seems to be not slow around the corners, which is what I was kind of looking for. I also picked up a New Holland, where is it here? New Holland CR or something. I think it's right at the end. New Holland CX 9090. And that, actually, the header on that's just a wee bit smaller. And I also picked up this Massey Ferguson, which is okay. It's all in Spanish, I think it is. Which isn't very helpful for me, but other people, maybe it is. So we'll pick up the case, because it's got a nice huge header on it. I think it's like a 13-meter header on it. Alright, so we don't have any wheat left, or the wheat we do have left is not very much. Yeah, 18,000 liters. We have a, well, we could sell a load of corn, actually. Let's do that, because corn prices haven't been affected by selling a whole chunk of stuff. Yeah, they've always been at 209, so we'll have a load of corn, and he should be able to sell that off, and we'll make a little bit of a profit, which will be good for us. And this guy is still selling. Oh, he's got this problem going on. It's funny, sometimes you'll find, well, I find this guy, I think it's just the way we recorded the course, he'll do like a little circle there sometimes. And if you put him on the right track again, he's fine. It's really strange. But if you don't, he'll just go around in circles for quite a long time, actually. So, anyways, let's hop into our case here. And let's go plow this field. It's probably a bit extreme, but whatever. Let's see. I missed this little part right here. Oh well. And what I'll do is I'll just set it up so it's not on allow create fields. That'll make our lives a whole lot easier. Alright, so let's lower it down. And let's have at her. I don't know how fast I can go with this plow. Probably not very fast. And because I don't have allow create fields on it, it'll plow up the edge a little bit, but it won't, I don't know what it will do actually. Well, it won't make a new field. That's what I'm getting at. How fast can I go with this? 40%. Okay, that's good. And hopefully that'll increase the pH. I'm not sure about that, but alright. So what I'll do is I'll do a headland around the outside first and then go up and down, I think. And also, I know one thing I noticed is when driving this thing in when you're plowing, you definitely use a lot more fuel up on this particular tractor, which is, you know, what you'd expect. There we go. Wasn't set to the right width. You can actually set the width right here in these things. I never do. I always go to detect the width, but I know Randy, he does. He tends to set it manually himself. Here we go. I'm just going over the edge a little bit just because I want to cultivate that in, or plow that in as well. Even though I don't know how that would work actually. I think it's still considered plowing even though I'm not really plowing it in. I don't know. I'm not actually 100% on that. One of these days I'll figure it out. And actually that's cool. I don't know if you noticed that, but I totally took out the shrubs there. Which is something you can totally do on the newbie farm, which I love. The new, I think, version 6. I think actually Frito plays games. He's playing on that map actually right now, I discovered, which is pretty cool. It's a very challenging map. Well, it's meant to be challenging. It's not meant to be an easy map. Oh, that was a terrible turn. Jeez. Maybe I'll keep going the way I was going, just so there's a little bit more overlap. Looks like we can go basically as fast as we want. It doesn't seem like there's any kind of limit on how fast I can drive. See how those bushes disappear? So if you want to clear out the edge of your field a little bit, you can totally just come by with a plow. I think a cultivator will do it as well, which is really cool actually. As you can see, bang. Which is really cool. That's going to be one of the nice features in 2015, being able to take out the trees around your farm. So if you keep running into the same tree every single time around one of your fields, it'll be simple and easy to take it out, which is going to be really cool. At least this way I won't be driving into bushes every single time, which is good, because it just looks funny. Alright, let's take this turn out here. And I don't know how I have my course set up, but I can't remember if the grass will actually grow back in this scenario now or not. We'll find out, I'm sure, but if it doesn't, I'm not gonna lose any sleep over it, that's for sure. But it will be definitely nice. It's funny, I got a comment on one of the other episodes from Imasal, and he was saying I should use different tractors. I shouldn't use the same tractors all the time, which is true. I probably should use some other tractors. I just never find nice ones that I like, and I think that's the reason why I don't change it up as much as I probably should, because I just like the tractors that I find. And a lot of the tractors that I do find interesting, probably aren't tractors you guys would find interesting. And that's because they are Eastern European tractors a lot of the time. Not everybody likes those. For example, that T150K, I know a lot of people didn't like that one. But that was an example of a tractor that I thought was pretty cool, so one that I liked at least. But this should be raising our pH. Let's just double check here, so we're not wasting our time. Yes, it is 6.5. Slightly, even after plowing, I'm kind of surprised actually. But went up 2 points, so that's pretty good. Ooh, we have $321,000. That's going to be enough to buy our combine. This is the combine, case IH9930, and it has 15,900 liters capacity, which is nice and big. And I'm going to go for this 13.5 meter case Vario 1350. I don't think it's actually called Vario, but it harvests. It will also do oats and soybeans, which is nice. Which is the reason why I wanted to get it. So let me just show you that to you quickly. Oops, I guess I went the wrong direction. So this is the Case 9930. It's not the nicest model. I think the John Deeres are a bit better model than this, but it is definitely nice. The one thing I don't like about it is how fast the reel turns. It turns like at Mach 10. It's ridiculous. But otherwise, it's a pretty decent combine. This is what the inside looks like. Oops. Kind of dark and dreary, but the outside looks decent. And they have this funny little camera right here, so you can look at the end of the pipe and the auger in there, which I thought was kind of comical. Alright, so we don't have anything to harvest, so I'm just going to leave it here for the time being, but I will put it in this group. And the question now is, we have 3 combines. should we use the big combine for these ones and use the small ones for those ones? I think that's what we'll do, because all our big fields are all up in the right by the animal farm. So maybe what we'll do is we'll transport those. That was a load of corn, so we can't sell any more corn because the price has now changed. It didn't go down that much actually. Oats, unchanged. What else we got here? Soybeans has gone up. We don't have any soybeans to sell. Sugar beets, wheat has gone down 20 points. Barley is down 60, 80 points, looks like. Yeah, I think we'll hold off on selling anything else at the moment. Only because it won't be worth it. It'll be a waste. We don't need any money right now anymore. Although we will soon, but that's why we have the guy at the BGA doing his thing. Because he is going to be making us money. It's a constant flow of money, actually, so that's the nice thing about it, right? Right. Anyways, question for you guys. What do you think we should head towards next on the farm? Do you think we should try and buy another field? Now, I've had a couple people suggest buy another field. That's definitely a possibility. I don't mind buying another field. There are a few places that might be good for that. Let's see if I can get this to work properly. Guess I should have done... No, it's going to do a full turn. Now, is it going to be over enough? Just enough. Just barely. Anyways, that was using the GPS mod to turn around like that. So, anyways, like I was saying, what do you guys think we should do on the farm next? What do you think we should head towards? We're, well, kind of getting long in the tooth in this series. We're at like episode 38, 39, something like that. Is there something else you'd like to see me do on this farm? Keep in mind though, we do have the Missouri farm as well, so that's also an American farm. So many of the types of machinery we're going to be picking up are probably going to be very similar. Because I try to keep it somewhat North American if I'm playing on a North American map. Doesn't work all the time, but for the most part, I try and make it sure it is North American styled to a certain degree at least. All right, so let me know. Leave a comment below. Alright. Let's take a turn. Let's go up here and then take a turn. Yeah, I can drive through the trees in this map. It's awesome and terrible at the same time. It's awesome because you don't have to worry about driving through trees, but it's terrible because it's not very realistic, so. Just the way it goes. I probably should have lifted up the plow on the other side, actually. I don't know if you guys noticed that, but I totally didn't lift up the plow. I just kept dragging it. Probably wouldn't be a good idea if you did something like that in real life. Actually, David Oldfield, he started using this same plow in his Conestoga Let's Play, and he ran into a problem that I ran into in terms of, you know, land that isn't flat. So like a lot of this map, a lot of this field is flat, so it's not a big deal, but it's not a big deal, but there are places where it isn't flat, and it is very obvious when that does happen, so. Which is a bit sad. I probably could bring the seeder over here actually, but I'm not that worried about it. Alright, nice. So this is going to bring this pH of this little field up here, and hopefully being the keyword of course, this will increase our yield off this field, but I don't know actually, so. This is the problem. So if I use this, it'll turn really nicely I should say, but I totally run through fences, so. If you're looking for a lot of realism, check out Scottish Gaming, guys. He does stuff like getting out of the tractor and cutting silage wrap off bales and stuff like that. I don't know if he still does that, but he used to do that. But he tries to keep it fairly realistic, so. I guess I should have done like 2 headlands or 3 headlands technically. Then I would have had enough space to turn this monstrosity around. I had a couple comments a while back with people saying you shouldn't have gone for the the tracks you should have gone for just the regular tires. Which is, you know, probably true, but I don't think I've ever used this before, so I figured might as well use it at least once, right? Might as well use it at least once. Anyways, we do have oats going in the top field over there, so maybe what we'll do is we'll do some more chaffing with it. We'll see, because that was rather profitable. And also it's good for the slurry as well. And what we might do actually is I'm not sure. I'm thinking about spreading liquid slurry on this field, but I'm not 100% about that yet. So only because if we do that, we'll get a better yield than just the regular synthetic fertilizer. I don't know. It's funny with the soil mod. Grass is like the one thing that kind of like I'm not 100% on how it affects it, and it'd be nice to know. I think it's fine. It's not a big deal, but I'm really not sure about it. Yeah, so there's a part a little back there that we missed. Looked like it at least. Bit unfortunate. As you can see, this hill, there is a little hill back there, a little ridge. So that's the reason why. And also, oh, that's not weeds. I thought it was weeds there for a second. Nice. I do like this tractor though. They actually did a decent job on the tracks. A lot better than I thought they were going to. Like I've said before, it's I think I even named an episode. Hey, those tracks aren't so bad. What if you can take out the? I guess you can't take out the fence. Oh, I thought oh, maybe I raised it and lowered it. I must have raised and lowered it by accident then. I meant to just continue to keep it raised, but apparently I didn't do that. There you go. That makes more sense. Nice. Perfect. Well, almost perfect. It's perfect as it's going to get with me, at least. How about that? Alright, good. So what I'll do is I'll finish plowing the rest of this field off camera. Just to check to see what the fuel level's like. No, it's gone down a bit. I'll plow the rest of this field off camera, and I think what I'll do is I'll plant it I'm not sure if to plant it back into grass or to change it to something else. I guess technically if you plant something else after this, in real life, if you were to plant, you know, something else after a hay crop or a grass crop like this, from what I remember and what I understand, you'll get a really good yield of, I think, the soybeans. I think is one thing, for example. Anyways, that's it for me, folks. That's it for today. My name is Ian Robson. This has been Farming Simulator 2013, coming at you from Idaho. Catch you guys later.